It was late in the third quarter of the Class III state championship game at Faroe Field, and things were not looking up for the Blair Oaks Falcons. The Falcons had squandered 3 scoring chances inside the Seneca red zone and were facing a 28-14 deficit when Tyler Bax worked his postseason magic.
On first down, they hum it down the middle. Rackers has got it. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Falcons! Brenden Rackers didn't drop that one, and he takes it to the end zone for the touchdown. 64 yards, and the Falcons are back in the ballgame.
And after that, the comeback for the ages commenced.
From the 13-yard line, all play action. Klaus is going to load up and throw it deep, and the pass is going to be intercepted by Warren Davis at the 47-yard line. 4 receivers to the right. Bax going to keep it again up the middle. He goes, runs over a man into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Bax went in over right guard and tackle. A man met him at the goal line. I think it was Miller, and he just plowed him over and went into the end zone. And the Falcons are back within a point of tying this game with 8:46 to go in the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 9, Klaus wants to throw a pass on play action high. He'll pass it. Intercepted. Closser's got it at the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. And Sam Closser out of bounds at the 38-yard line. They tried to throw it to Ginger, and he's been open a couple of times on those routes down the middle. Sam Closser cut him off and made an over-the-shoulder fingertip interception, and the Falcons are back in business from the 15-yard line. Bax looks to his left, quick pass to the left side. Verslues inside the 10, pushes it towards the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Verslues into the end zone. And with 6:55 to go in the fourth quarter, the Blair Oaks Falcons take a 34-28 lead. So here's Laughlin. He's on for a field goal. This is going to be a 36-yard attempt out of the hold of Engelbrecht. Snap back ball down. The kick is up. It's high. It's long. And it is good! It's good! From 36 yards out, and the Blair Oaks Falcons take a 10-point lead.
28-14. Are you kidding me? Man, state final game. Who does that? Who comes back from that? But a bunch of freaking kids from St. Thomas, Wardsville, Osage, Bend, and Tops. That's who does it.
Yes, those kids did that. These country kids that never cease to amaze. It was state championship number 6 for the Falcons. But now, a new season is dawning. Old heroes are returning. New faces are being asked to step up. Is this the year for championship number 7? The quest begins tonight against the familiar foe, the Spoofhounds of Maryville. This year, the Spoofhounds are experienced in the offensive backfield and have their usual road graders up front. But can they keep up with the thunder and lightning of Brady Dapkus and Hayden Lackman? 2 seniors returning from serious injuries, hungry for their own piece of a state championship. This is Dick Aldrich along with Ed Kniest, and tonight we're in Maryville for the annual showdown between the Dogs and the Falcons. Maryville almost never loses in what they call the Hound Pound. Have the Falcons bitten off more than they can chew? Doubtful, but sit back and watch with us. It's the start of the 2025 high school football season on MidMoSports Online.
You can get involved at SLO-MO.org. That's SLO-MO.org.
Right here, right now, in the Hound Pound in Maryville, we have partly cloudy skies, 81 degrees at kickoff. It is a beautiful night for high school football. There is a breeze blowing from right to left across your screen, but I don't think it's going to play much of a part in the ball game tonight. It looks to be a fairly gentle breeze as the teams are meeting at the center of the field. And here's Ed Kniest.
Thank you, Dick. The Falcons have won the toss. They have elected to defer. Right now, they're discussing which way they want to go. There is a breeze. It looks like it's blowing from, as we're in the booth, it's blowing from our right to our left. So the Falcons will be defending, at first they'll be defending the end zone to our left. Maryville will be to the right. Falcons, of course, are down the side. Everyone looks ready. They are jumping around. Everybody's excited. It's the opening kickoff. This game has always been a big thrill for both teams, and it's away, ready to kick off. And you hear the whistle from the referee. Holloway comes to the ball, kicks it, and here is Dick Aldrich, the voice of the Falcons.
And this opening kickoff of 2025 is brought to you by Kimna Collision Repair. Trying to get around the outside is Casey Hageman, and Hageman is run down over on the far side, out at about the 35-yard line, and that's where Maryville will take over, first down and 10. Dredge on first down, hands off to Skyler View around the right side. Sadler View pushes forward and gets the better part of about 3 yards. We're going to say his name a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say, and also we've heard it a lot over these last few years. Sadler View, it seems like he's been playing here for about 7 or 8 years, but he's only a senior, but he's a good one.
Their normal routine with the wing T that they normally run was Sadler View carries the ball up the middle and gets about 5 yards on first down.
Well, we've seen in these games, Dick, over the last few years, we've seen every once in a while Maryville will come out and do something we totally don't expect. A few years ago, they came out throwing the ball all over the place.
6'2", though, tall, skinny young man. Takes the snap, goes back to pass. He sets and now rolls out to his right. He's got all kinds of room if he wants it. Falcons step up now and they pull him down on the corner. Loss of a couple yards on the play, and making the play was Carson Verslues. Verslues.
His being blade thin may not be a help to him.
Here's the pitch around to the wingback, and he's turned upside down as he gets to the 25-yard line. Give a gain of 6 yards on the play. And that was Carson Hageman on the carry.
Zone, but they're threatening now.
First and 10 for the 16-yard line. Dredge wants to throw. Here comes the rush from Verslues, and he's going to get it. Verslues has him wrapped up. They blow the play dead, and a loss on the play back to the 23-yard line. Give a loss on the play of 7 yards. That time nobody blocked.
No.
Verslues, and he came free. The man in motion, it's Hageman to the left side, and they hand off up the middle to View. He bounces to the outside, but the Falcons are there as Wyatt Libbert takes him on, head on, and knocks him down after a gain of 2 yards on the play.
Falcons did a good job of closing on that.
Wyatt Libbert, the all-state linebacker, 6'4", 200 pounds, and a junior.
Making from the Falcon 20.
Dredge takes the snap and goes back to pass. Rolling out to his right, has some wide open spaces over there. The Falcons close quickly and take him down after a gain of about 4 yards on the play. Chouinard and Verslues on the tackle there for the Falcons. Give Dredge a gain of 4. Here it is, 4th down and long. They're going to throw the ball into the end zone. There's pushing and shoving. It's caught for a touchdown. Caught for a touchdown, Lucas Ziegler. They're going to shift the formation to the old swinging gate. High snap, Dredge pulls it down, runs to the left, going for the corner. He got hammered at the 1 yard line. They actually snapped the ball to Peyton Woolridge, who is the sophomore quarterback. And he may not live to see his junior year, as Wyatt Libbert nearly tore his head off. So the Falcons stopped the Spoofhounds on the 2-point conversion, but the Spoofhounds strike first, 6:47 to go.
Or the push on the defensive back.
The push on the defensive back.
I mean, I think that was bigger than the...
Bax with a low pass on first down, gets it out on the left sideline. He's going to get out to the 24-yard line. And let's see who that is. Number 40 with the catch for the Blair Oaks Falcons. And that will be Brody Rademan at the quarterback position. Takes the snap, looks to his left and throws. Underneath a little screen to Dapkus, and there goes Brady. Brady's down the sideline. Say goodnight, Gracie. Touchdown, Falcons.
Dapkus broke into the open, and folks, he looked like Secretariat at the Belmont. He was just running like a machine and breaking away.
He broke a tackle near where he caught the football. Little inside screen, and after he broke that tackle, there was no way they're going to catch that young man. And Brady Dapkus scores, puts the Falcons on the scoreboard. It's 5:57 to go. Snap is back. The ball is down. The kick is up. It's high. It's long. And it is good. Jeg Holloway kicks it through. And the Falcons take the lead at 5:57 of the first quarter. It is Blair Oaks 7. The Spoofhounds of Maryville 6 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We will return to the Hound Pound in Maryville after this timeout. You're watching Blair Oaks Falcons football, brought to you by Jake Voss.
He's ready to go, but here's the kickoff.
High short kick fielded by Maryville, and they'll get it out across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Running it back is Carson Verslues. And they'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. That was a collision kickoff. Now they move a man into the backfield and they swing it around the left side to Hageman, and Hageman's trying to bounce it to the outside. He's wrapped up by Shay Linhardt and the rest of that defensive backfield, and they run it back. And
if he got anything, it was minimal, maybe a yard.
I think they are going to give him a yard. Hageman with his first catch of the evening. And on the next possession, they throw it underneath, and the pass is knocked down by the Falcons.
Yeah, that was Sam Closser. That was the defender over there. Sam closed quickly, and he
formation. View running back behind Dredge. Now they move a man in motion back across the formation. High snap to Dredge. He rolls to his right and looks downfield. Keeps rolling. He's being chased. He throws late. Intercepted. And Carson Luebbering. Carson Luebbering's got it. The All-State defensive tackle turns into a 270-pound bus back the other way.
Carson picked that off. The quarterback was hit. Dredge was hit when he was trying to throw, and so it was a wounded duck up there, and Carson was able to pick it off, and he brought it back.
Pass complete to number 5, Brenden Rackers. That's going to be another first down. 13-yard run.
Put the ball down!
Number 4, Cooper Peters. That's enough for a touchdown.
Come up now.
The check. Kick that snap of Sam Closser is up and good. 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first quarter here. The North improved Hound Pound. Falcons 14, Spoofhounds 6.
Verslues.
Number 20, Weston Tally with the carry. Lost one on the play. Number 7-11. Stopped by number 54, Gage Leffert.
Everyone got time. About my 7,200.
Don't stand there and look at it. Go carefully.
The touch pass intended for Lucas. Fielded by Brady Dapkus at the 18-yard line, pushed out of bounds about the 47. Nice return on the play. The first down and 10. Number 21, Hayden Lackman back from the outside for a nice game. Ended up for about the first down. Stopped there by number 20, Weston Tally. Nice gain on the play. Going to be enough for a first down for the Falcons. The Bax pass to Peters is complete to the 11-yard line. That'll be a first and 10 for the Falcons.
From MidMoSports Online, bringing you the sights and sounds of Mid-Missouri sports. It's Blair Oaks Falcons football.
Sack reviews your ball carrier. Stopped by number 8, Warren Davis. Short gain, 2nd and 8. West College ball carrier, short gain up the middle.
Not bend, not break here. They're going to wear down.
Picks up 2, brings up the 3rd down.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to jinx the defense, but after that opening drive, the Falcons have done a pretty good job in reacting to the runs and getting pressure on the quarterback.
Dredge turns, hands off. They try to run it up the middle and nothing going. Falcons middle of the line stands up that time. Sam Closser actually coming in from the corner position.
Looks like they're going to give him 2 yards. Okay.
So
the official gave him 2 yards. The guys up here in the
9:16 to go. The second quarter, clock is running. View hits a high short kick. It will not even make it to Dapkus. The ball rolling down the sidelines, and it took a heck of a roll as it's inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line.
So Dapkus lets it roll and
3rd down, you're right.
But I don't know what it is, because they said 3rd down on the scoreboard the last time. Now they got 3rd down again. Well, whatever.
And here we go, going deep down the middle. Rackers is there.
Got it.
Got it. Inside Maryville territory, inside the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
And no flags on the play.
Round, and they're going to have the single setback with Tally. They move a man in motion to the left. Dredge keeps it over the right side. They're going to scrum him in.
They didn't scrum him in.
They didn't get him in. They did not get him in. The Falcons line over there on the tackle. Jace Chouinard coming in over the top.
They were able to turn him sideways and push him back. And there, so it'll be
3rd down. 3rd down. Patient in the backfield this time. Dredge under center, turns and hands off to View. He's in the backfield.
He's not going in.
He's going to use the yardage back to the 3-yard line. Verslues, Davis, West, and Chouinard in there on the tackle.
That's going to make it 4th and 2 from the 2.
He lost a yard on the play, and actually they gave him a generous spot.
Yeah, because he got knocked.
Dredge under center with Tally behind him. They move a man in motion. They pitch wide left to Tally. The Falcons get there. Tally is pushing for the end zone, and he is in for the score. Tally was stood up just short of the goal line, but he was able to push his way through. He also got a block over there on the corner with a full backfield behind him. They moved man in motion to the right side. Dredge is rolling to his right. He's trying to turn the corner. The Falcons get there, but they miss it. Now Dredge has time, throws into the end zone. It's going to be intercepted by Sam Closser. So Dredge was turned around. He stayed on his feet, but really had no chance of getting that ball in there as the Falcons had floated to the near side boundary. So with 1:42 to go in the second quarter, the Falcons continue to lead over the Maryville Spoofhounds by the score of 14-12. So 20 seconds left on the clock. And the Spoofhounds out of the wing tee. Dredge under center, turns and hands to View. View around the left side. Falcons stack him up. And they don't have him down yet, but they do after some wrestling around in the middle of the line. And they finally get him down at the 20-yard line. And the clock is just going to be allowed to expire here. So we've come to halftime in Maryville. It has been interesting, to say the least, as the Blair Oaks Falcons will go to the locker room with Maryville Spoofhounds, trailing the Spoofhounds by the score of 14-12. You're watching Blair Oaks Falcons football on MidMoSportsOnline.com, and we are brought to you by Jake Voss, your shielded shelter agent in. And welcome back to the Hound Pound in Maryville, where the Blair Oaks Falcons lead the Maryville Spoofhounds by the score of 14-12 here at halftime of tonight's ball game. Falcons have been struggling a little bit on offense. This Maryville defense has been very good, especially against the run here tonight. Falcons have been forced mostly to go to the air, but of course that's where their best athletes are going to be, and especially Brady Dapkus, who the first time he had his hands on the football went 81 yards. Blair Oaks getting all they can handle from the Spoofhounds of Maryville in the opening game of 2025. This kickoff being brought to you by Chemna Collision Repair, and here's Skyler View kicking it high and deep and end over end. It will be taken by Lackman. Lackman starts out to the left side, hands off to Dapkus, and Dapkus is pulled down.
Come up with a big play, maybe even get a defensive touchdown to get the Falcons back on the right side of the score.
I snapped a dredge, but he came down with it and was knocked out of bounds back at the 45-yard line, and the white hat throws a flag late.
The way Dredge, he's had a number of high snaps tonight. All right, so 1st and 17 from their own 42 after the penalty for the Spoofhounds. Looked like a man leaned early, but for the Spoofhounds, but I don't see a flag. Doesn't matter. Falcons recover.
Skyler Sadler View trying to get around the left side, and the Falcons drop him for a loss. Loss back to the 41-yard line. Yeah, this is second down coming, I think.
Second down and 18. Down. He lost the yard on that play. Like he might say, it's second down, it's first down. Remember, we're
there's the bridge over his head.
And that's
up. And again, it's Luebbering. Carson Luebbering now with a fumble recovery to go with his interception.
Well, I got my wish. Well, they took it as a challenge, Dick. I said, I'd like to see it go a little higher, and by God.
Bax with the empty backfield. They move Lackman in there with him. Bax swings it to the right side. Dapkus on the tunnel screen. Fights the man off, but gets it down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. As Brady Dapkus on second down. Bax throws underneath once again, and that's Lackman. And Lackman gets it inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. And they'll mark him out of bounds at the 10. So a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
And this is one where the Falcons really need to punch it in here and kind of regain the momentum. So we'll see what happens.
3rd down and 2 now for the Falcons. Bax looking to his left.
Yeah,
up the middle.
There it is.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Takes a pop deep in the end zone.
Tyler Bax got lit up about 5 yards deep in the end zone and is taking the shot. Was Will McCullough, but Bax was in the end zone, and the Falcons take the lead back at the 8:42 mark of the third quarter. And that's Blair Oaks 20 and Maryville 14.
And that 6-yard run for the touchdown, that's that's Bax's best run of the night.
That's right.
Tyler, I don't know. Anyway, the kick is good.
Holloway lines it through, 8:42 to go in the third quarter. Blair Oaks 21, Maryville 14 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. This game being brought to you by the Jake Voss Agency, Shield to Shelter Insurance. We'll return to the Hound Pound in Maryville after this timeout. Spreads the formation. View with Dredge in the backfield. They move a man in motion back to the backfield. Dredge comes down with it, hands off to the running back. He's trying to string things out wide. The Falcons running down after a short gain, and that was Ben Jaster on the carry.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of it might be a little bit muggier. And now also they're playing game conditions, so you're running more and
31 yards carried tonight for Sadler View. Out of the eye this time, they hand off to View. View maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, dragging Luebbering with him. And I think he got about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, he got about 3 yards. He hit the pile, and the pile was able to move a few yards, but
8 carries, 34 yards now for Sadler View.
And that's as far as I'm going with that.
Luke Allen is the blocking back. Dredge goes back to pass.
Another
Third and
hold.
very long, and here comes the rush.
Got him.
Down back at the 26-yard line. And it was the all-stater Carson Luebbering. 265 pounds of romping, stomping dynamite.
Now the ball is back to the 28.
He's pulled
So
down
it
at
is,
the 25.
it is 4th and 27. Maybe it's anybody knows what they're doing here tonight, right?
View gets it away. It's a line drive wobbler that will check up at the Falcons' 40-yard line and go out of bounds across the sidelines. First down and 10 for the Blair Oaks Falcons as the Falcon defense comes out and stops Maryville for the second drive in a row. And how important, though, for the Blair Oaks Falcons was that recovery of the fumble.
Well,
because that came after the free kick, after the safety.
Exactly. And it gave and the ball was snapped over the quarterback's head, so he had to turn and retrieve it because they were starting that drive.
Game. Second down and 10. Bax looks left, throws down the middle, has a man. Cooper Peters breaks a tackle. Here comes the big man across the field. And he'll get pulled down. He actually lost a
yard or so.
Yeah.
Well, he spun out of it, and I think if he would have just maybe tried to take a step and dive, he might have been able to get the first down, but still a good catch. He picked up 7.
Third down and 3. Bax with 3 receivers to the left, single receiver right, low snap, rolls to his left and runs. It's got the first down and more. Carrying tacklers inside the 45, down to the 41-yard line. There's the Tyler Bax we all know and love. Fourth down, it's 21-14, Blair Oaks, 3:16 to go in the third quarter. Here's the fourth down from the Maryville 35-yard line. Bax back to pass, sets, throws, underneath, diving catch made by Peters at the 25-yard line.
When in doubt, go to your tight end.
Oh, what a catch that was.
I'm telling you, this Mr. Peters, he's 8 to go here in the third quarter.
Lackman moves into the backfield with Bax. They fake to Lackman. Bax pulls it out, throws to the left side to Lackman. The receiver screen down the sidelines. There he goes to the 10, to the 5. He's at the end zone, and a flag. Flag comes out late.
A flag way back up at the 23.
A flag comes out late. Let's see what this is.
Was there? Oh, they're pointing over to
the sidelines. Are they saying a man downfield? Hold against Blair Oaks. After the penalty, after the offside penalty.
So here we go again.
Bax being forced out of the pocket this time. Rolls around to the left side, throws, has a man. This is going to be another first down for the Falcons. And Dapkus carrying tacklers inside
I'm watching the officials. I'm watching the officials. I don't see any yellow flags.
Whitehead hasn't thrown one yet.
But let him get down there, and he's making up his mind. With Hayden Lackman, I noticed.
And they hand off around the right side. This is Halford going for the end zone dive, and he didn't get there. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 1, but a 9-yard gain for Vander Halford on the fly sweep. And that's the first time we've seen that tonight. That's a Blair Oaks staple right there. Now, mark the ball ready for play. Lackman and Dapkus in the I formation. Dapkus, the tail of the tandem.
They're saying it's at the 2.
And they hand off to Dapkus. Has a hole at the middle. Touchdown, Falcons.
He doesn't run the ball often, but Brady Dapkus can find a hole and get into the end zone.
1:41 to go in the third quarter. Brady Dapkus in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons now take a 27-14 lead. Dapkus' first carry of the night. He had a big hole up the middle, though. And give some kudos there to Lackman as he'll clear the way. Jag Holloway on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And with 1:41 to go in the third quarter, it's Blair Oaks 28 and the Spoofhounds of Maryville 14 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. We will return to the Hound Pound in Maryville after this timeout on MidMoSportsOnline.com.
Get some game scores in here.
On first down, Dredge off play action, rolls to his right. He's in trouble, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to be wrapped up and stopped by Carson Verslues coming from the outside linebacking position.
Carson Verslues gets the 3rd sack of the night for the Falcons.
And I believe that's his 2nd
of the night. Yes, he had that other one where he kind of came free and got the quarterback.
An 8-yard loss.
Come down to the defense, making big defensive plays.
On second down, they hand off to Talley, and he's stacked up near the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard out of it. Falcons have done a nice job defensively here, especially against the run.
Yeah, they've broken free for a few nice runs outside, and we know how hard it is for teams to run outside on the Falcons, but for the most part, the Falcons have done a good job of...
We're going to take a break here with us going now to the fourth quarter. The Blair Oaks Falcons have a 2-score lead over Maryville. It's Blair Oaks 28 to Maryville 14 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. And we will return to the Hound Pound in Maryville after this timeout. You're watching Blair Oaks Falcons football, brought to you by the Jake Boss Shelter Insurance. Drags the quarterback, moves a man in motion to the left side. They're going to swing a pass out to the left side. And the man is hammered down by Wyatt Libbert. Wyatt Libbert running over to the far side, drops Ben Jaster for no gain.
Jaster made a fatal mistake. Sophomore, 6'2", 175.
They hand off the backfield to View, and he gets stacked up and dropped. Right there from the outside linebacking position comes Carson Verslues. Sam Weber there, but also Wyatt Libbert.
So I'm wondering if Dredge has been cramping up, or if it's something else.
I'm looking on the sidelines. He's got his helmet off over here on the bench. And he's talking to the doctor, it looks like. He may have got his bell rung on that last run. So third down, Woolridge is going to run to his left and throws down the field. It is intercepted by the Falcons. Intercepted by the Falcons, and diving to make the interception, Shay Linhardt. The pass was overthrown, and Linhardt came diving in at the 42-yard line and made the interception. Shay Linhardt, the All-State corner, made a lot of big plays last year. He makes a big one here. That is Rackers in motion across the formation, and they hand to Brenden, and Brendan's got good running room, and the big old boy wrestles out across the 45, and he'll be knocked down. Let's see, they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46-yard line, give him a gain of 10 yards, gets all the penalty back. As Bax takes the snap, throws it to the right side, has Cooper Peters breaking tackles. There he goes down the sideline, and he gets down to the 39-yard line.
I always love it when they might breathe a little easier. It won't be over.
Out of the I formation, they give it to Dapkus. He's got a big hole, and he's going to the end zone for the touchdown. Wasn't touched until it is 3 yards in the end zone. The Falcons are back on the scoreboard with 8:47 to go in the fourth quarter, and that may be the dagger there. The Falcons now lead at 34-14.
Yep.
Okay, the Dapkus dagger.
Jeg Holloway kicks the extra point through, and with 8:47 to go in the fourth quarter, the Blair Oaks Falcons are leading the Maryville Spoofhounds now by the score of a 35-14. MidMoSports Online continuing coverage of high school football in mid-Missouri. The Blair Oaks Falcons Game of the Week is brought to you by Jake Van Runselen. And on first down, they hand to Sadler View around the left side, and the Falcons are there. As it looks like Dredge has come back in. Zane West and Carson Luebbering on the tackle there for the Falcons, as well as a host of others for Blair Oaks. As we figured, the Blair Oaks defense a little bit ahead of the offense.
The point where the Falcons really needed a switch in momentum.
So on third down and long, third down and 10, Dredge back to pass, sets, throws, far side, intercepted, and going back with it, that's Lynn, that is Shay Linhardt, I believe, yes it is.
Is it?
It is going to be a touchdown for the Falcons. Number 29, Shay Linhardt with the interception and take back for the touchdown.
So Shay Linhardt gets his second interception of the night.
About 25 yards on the return. Jeg Holloway on to attempt the extra point out of the hole of Sam Weber. Snap back, ball down. Holloway lines it. It's 7:48 to play in the fourth quarter.
Is there a full moon?
It's Blair Oaks 42 and the Spoofhounds of Maryville 14 on MidMoSportsOnline.com. Buhr calls for the snap, low snap, hand fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Here goes Beau. He's up the middle, and Beau is out to the 50-yard line.
All right. Way to go, Beau.
We always make the argument for him. This is a little guy, about 135 pounds, but he is absolutely fearless. And he's a very good option runner himself, and picked up big yardage on first down. They hand off, new man in the lineup, has a lot of running room up the middle, and getting it to the 40-yard line.
Skyler Lootens, number 6.
New man, Skyler Lootens. And Skyler Lootens is a junior at 5'8", 150. And we have another timeout.
Yes, they are. So very good for Skyler Lootens. A hard run that gets him a first down. So the Falcons, with 5 minutes to go here in the game, they start off, they bring in a couple of backups, and they start off, well, 2 plays, 2 first downs.
So we have some new players in the lineup. 18, Dawson Maness is in the lineup. As they put Luebbering in motion, Buhr pulls it out, has time, runs to his right and throws. Has a man, first down, and a boy. Beau hammered that ball down the field.
Way to go, Beau.
And Carson Sanning, the senior at 160, makes the catch for a first down. Buhr moves Lootens into the backfield with him, and Skyler takes it himself up the middle, and he gets good yardage inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line. And I'm still seeing several of the first-string Maryville players out there now. Buhr moves the man in motion, and they hand off and around the left side and going up the field, and that's Maness. And Maness dives inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line. Give him a 10-yard gain and a first down.
Snap and go forward, but I think they'll take the knee. Yes, there we go. 38 seconds left to go.
And they will not have to snap it again. The Blair Oaks Falcons come to Maryville, and after struggles in the first half, the defense, I think, is the most valuable players of this one as they kick in the second half. And the Blair Oaks Falcons take advantage of a couple of turnovers by Maryville, and they come away with a victory here tonight on opening night in Maryville. Final score, Blair Oaks 42, Maryville 14. You're watching the Blair Oaks Falcons Game of the Week on MidMoSports Online, brought to you by the Jake Voss Shield of Shelter Insurance Agency of Jefferson City. Ed and I will be right back after this timeout on MidMoSportsOnline.com.
Bryden, Swearingen, and England, serving Jefferson City for almost 50 years.